Hello, everyone, and today we are talking about the Washington Redskins. Dwyane Haskins, Case Keenum. Okay, so do you start Case Keenum or Dwyane Haskins? Well, you have a top 15 pick and Dwyane Haskins. It's not the most mobile. He's going to be, able to slide in the pocket. He's got some good feet, but he's not going to run with it. Or you have a veteran in Case Keenum who's actually a little bit more mobile and has more experience. He's accurate. He can get rid of the ball. And at the very least, if Case Keenum comes in and gives you a good 5 or 6 games to set Dwyane Haskins up for success, while your very young, inexperienced receiving core gain some experience for Dwyane Haskins to kind of build on once he does get into the games this season, I think that might be a better approach. A bunch of young, developing wide receivers with a young, developing, talented quarterback might be a mistake. Yes, the talent is there, both at wide receiver and quarterback, the talent is there. But if you put them both in at the same time, all those young wide receivers with a young and experienced quarterback, not a lot of proven talent on the offensive line, things could go bad. Things went badly at quarterback last year. I'm going to say let's learn from that, get better, see if Alex Smith can return. I might even start Case Keenum until Alex Smith could return, if indeed he's able to come back this year. Without a proven bona fide wide, now the Redskins, what they do have is running backs galore. Adrian Peterson, Derrious, Guice, even Samaje Perine. He's had some 100-yard games in his career. He hasn't stayed healthy, but he has ran the ball well when given the opportunity, when healthy. Bryce Love, a rookie from Stanford, highly explosive. He's going to add to special teams. He's good in the passing game. He's going to help you on third down. Very elusive, good vision, highly explosive player. Dropped in the draft because of injury in college at Stanford his senior year. Some scouts argue he may have been a first-round draft pick if he would have came out his junior year. So the talent, you might even be able to throw Bryce Love in the slot. That may be something that is in his future. Josh Doxson, getting better every year. A diamond in the rough, Kelvin Harmon. Played very well for NC State. Impacted every single game. Big catch after big catch. He's a 4'6" guy, but he's football fast. Terry McClellan from Ohio State, another rookie. Scouts said he was the best route runner for Ohio State. Not necessarily the best wide receiver, but still there's talent there. Good hands, good route running ability. But as far as the rest of the wide receivers, you have a little bit of experience with Brian Quick, Paul Richardson. He's been coming along, but he's been a depth receiver his entire career. You got a young guy in Robert Davis, second-year man out of Georgia State. But still, all guys that are developing on the outside. Running backs are going to be just fine. You've got even Byron Marshall, third-year man out of Oregon. Productive. You could get by for a game or two with a guy like a Byron Marshall. But with some of these receivers, they're going to need – they could play well with a veteran quarterback. But you put a rookie quarterback that may be hesitant on his delivery with the football, and I think them defensive backs are going to eat him alive. Still got Vernon Davis at the tight end spot. You got Jordan Reed, good receiver. He may play a little bit in the slot. I think you'll see a little bit more from Jeremy Sprinkle. You've added a few rookies to go along with your existing offensive line. They weren't high draft picks, but not always do you have to spend a high draft pick on a offensive lineman to get quality. Not always. Your pass rush should definitely be there. Montez Sweat, big-time first-round draft pick. 6'6", 260, running a 4.4 40. That is insane. This guy's going to come around that corner so fast, quarterbacks aren't going to know what's going to hit him. Washington is definitely an improved football team. But is it in the East? At corner, again, you see Josh Norman, Fabian Monroe. After that, nowhere near what Josh Norman is, but like Josh Norman is like, he is the face of your defensive backfield. You know, you have Ryan Kerrigan at linebacker to go opposite. So I do think your pass rush and defensive line, even really, you're pretty good. But do you have the depth at corner? And yes, and at safety, you've added Landon Collins, a highly athletic, good against the pass, good against the run, do whatever you need him to do, strong safety. But are you going to be able to shut down the Cowboys? Are you going to be able to? Now, I think you'll be able to get some pressure. But are you really going to be able to score with opposing teams in the NFC East? You might beat the Giants. That might happen. But are you going to contend with the Eagles or the Dallas Cowboys? That might be a little bit harder. The Eagles and Cowboys are both set up to score and score often. Cowboys added a few wide receivers. The Eagles always have a good offense. One of the best quarterbacks in the league with a good tight end and good wide receivers and a good defense. I think the Redskins and Redskin fans, you have reason for optimism because do see a few that Kelvin Harmon, he could be a diamond. He could be somebody to help you in the red zone. He's 6'2", 221 pounds with some run after the catch ability. He's got some elusiveness. He's a very, very good body control. But he's going to have to develop. And you won't see him really emerge until midseason. And that's why I say go with Case Keenum, go with a veteran, manage the game, keep the games close at the end, and try to position your way to victory using the clock to your advantage and scoring when you have the opportunities to score using, a variety of running backs, tight ends, and get the production that you can get from your receiving core with the improved offensive line until your receivers start to emerge and show their talent and develop. But to win, they're going to Redskin fans, you're going to have to score. This defense will be better. But the offense is going to have to put up at least 28 points a game to even have a chance at victory. You do have some names on defense, and it's not all about big names. But you do have some talent on defense. Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, both very, very talented defensive linemen. You added another pass rusher, Marcus Smith, second. That should be interesting to see how he plays when rotated in. He's a pass rusher that he'll play 20, 25 plays a game. or does he play 30? It'll be very interesting to see just how many plays he gets and what his production is like now on a different defense with the Redskins. Not that he was dynamic anywhere else, but he's a football player. You need those guys too. Got Mason Foster and Reuben Foster in the middle. Not bad. Not bad. Better than in years past. I don't like depending on rookies to start. I don't mind them rotating in on the offensive line, but I don't like depending on rookies to start. And that's one of the issues that I see with the Reds. I mean, you got Morgan Moses and Trent Williams at the tackle spots, and Brandon Shrife at the guard, fifth-year man out of Iowa. So you've got a really good start. And I think that they're going to play a combination of rookies at the other guard spot to try to get some production. The camp battles for this team will be interesting. If I'm the Washington Redskins, I am looking for who goes up on the trading book as far as wide receiver. Can you get a playmaker? Is somebody going to be up for a contract extension next year? And if a team feels like they might not be able to sign him, could the Redskins give up a second-round pick for a dynamic playmaking wide receiver? Could be a huge determining factor for this team. A good enough defense to get by if you can score. But the wide receivers are going to have to produce. And for that to happen, I believe, at least to start the season, Case Keenum's going to have to start. Colt McCoy, he's been a good journeyman quarterback, but he's a backup. And do they keep 3 quarterbacks? That'll be the interesting thing as well. But no matter what, I definitely would put Dwyane Haskins in a quarterback competition with Case Keenum. But unless Dwyane Haskins beats him out far and away, above and beyond any speculation, I start Keenum. That way you have a veteran in the game who can manage the offense. You'll have to clean up, and I think they knew this when they got Case Keenum. You're going to have to clean up some things. Threw some interceptions last year. But I think you get him playing like he played in Minnesota, and you're going to have a much, much better Case Keenum and a much better Washington Redskins. I think the Washington Redskins will be way more competitive than they were a year ago. Derrious Guice was a rookie last year, going into his second year. Better opportunity of staying healthy. He'll grow into that body and make it an NFL body, become that NFL running back. With Adrian Peterson on the team, Samaje Perine will be healthy. They got Bryce Love. You've got some talent there. There's no question. And playmaking, big time playmaking talent. It's just on the outside. Can you keep defenses honest? Wide receiver core. Well, Washington, I hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to join me next week for any updates, introductory to training camp, and we will review how the OTAs went. Thanks for joining and enjoy your day.